What is leakage factor? It is the ratio of total magnetic flux to total useful flux that is passing through the armature or secondary winding. As you can see from the figure, primary winding is the winding that will be supplying the electric current, and the secondary winding or the armature core through which the magnetic flux will be produced and supplied. So the total magnetic flux in an electric rotating machine or a transformer divided by the useful flux that passes through the armature or secondary winding. So from figure we can see the armature is the secondary winding, and primary is the winding through which we will give a AC supply. So total magnetic flux that will be produced will be from on the primary side, and useful flux that will be provided will be in the secondary winding or the armature. The ratio between two is called as the leakage factor. Lower the leakage factor, better is the magnetic flux or magnetic conductivity. Following comparison is between the electric and magnetic circuit. Part raised by current is called electric current, and part raised by the magnetic flux is called as a magnetic circuit. Here in electric circuit, EMF is the driving force, unit is volts. MMF is the driving force in the magnetic circuit, unit is ampere turns. Current I in electric circuit measured in amperes. There is flux in magnetic circuit measured in vapors. Flow of electrons decides current in conductor in electric circuit. Number of magnetic lines of force decide the flux in magnetic circuit. Resistance R opposes the flow of current in the electric circuit, unit is ohm. Reluctance S is opposed by magnetic part to the flux, unit is ampere turns per Weber. R equal to rho into L upon A, directly proportional to L, inversely proportional to A, depends on nature of material. S is equal to L upon mu 0 into mu Ra, directly proportional to L, inversely proportional to mu equal to mu 0 into mu R, inversely proportional to A. Current I equal to EMF upon resistance. There is current density, there is flux density. Kirchhoff's current law and voltage law is applicable to the electric circuit. Kirchhoff MMF law and flux law is applicable to magnetic flux or magnetic circuit. What is electromagnetic induction? Electromagnetic or magnetic induction is production of electromotive force, that is voltage across an electrical conductor in a changing magnetic field. So from figure we can see that a hollow core is supplied with a 9 number of turns of wire which is supplied to a which is connected to a electric supply. When we insert a magnet in the hollow core, a magnetic induction will be introduced because of this. Depending upon the direction of current that is being used for generating the magnetic flux, we will have either attraction or repulsion that will be there in the circuit. Electromagnetic induction has many applications. These include electrical components such as inductors, transformers, devices such as electric motors or generators. Faraday's law. It states that voltage is induced in a circuit whenever relative motion exists between a conductor and a magnetic field, and that the magnitude of this voltage is proportional to rate of change of flux. That is, if we have motion between a conductor and a magnetic field, then a voltage is induced in the conductor. So how much voltage can be induced into the coil using magnetism? It can be determined by the following three factors. First is increasing number of turns of wire in the coil, increasing the speed of the relative motion between coil and the magnet and increasing the strength of the magnetic field. First, by increasing the amount of conductors conducting to the magnetic field, induced EMF produced can be increased. By increasing the speed of relative motion between the coil and the magnet, the induced EMF can be increased. By increasing the strength of magnetic field, the EMF produced will be more. So these three conditions will increase the voltage that can be generated using the magnetic field and the conductor that is being uh, used for the production. The magnitude of the electromagnetic induction, it is directly proportional to the flux density B, number of loops giving a total length of the inductor, L in meter, and the rate of velocity V at which magnetic field changes within the conductor. So you can give the expression as epsilon is equal to minus BLV volts. If the conductor does not move at right angles to the magnetic field, then angle phi will be added to the above expression. So psi can be given as minus BLV sin theta in volts. As you can see in the diagram, Faraday's iron ring apparatus shows the changes in the magnetic field or magnetic flux of the left coil. It induces a current in the right coil. The battery is connected to the left end of the coil and the right side is connected to the measurement unit. So whenever there is change in the flux or the magnetic flux on the left side of the coil, the induced EMF will be there in the right side of the coil and it will give a reading on the meter. Depending upon the strength of the applied voltage, the value of the meter reading will change. Lenz's law. It states that direction of electric current which is induced in a conductor is such that magnetic field created by the induced current opposes the initial changing magnetic field. That is, the magnetic field that is created by the induced current, it will oppose the initial changing magnetic field. The induced magnetic current will be responsible for opposing the changing magnetic field. Lenz's law is also equivalent to Newton's third law in classical mechanics. Lenz's law explains the direction of many effects in electromagnetism, such as direction of voltage induced in a conductor or wire by changing current, or the drag force of eddy currents exerted on moving objects in the magnetic field.